Next on our tour was a trip to Amish Country in Pennsylvania, very near Lancaster, and we camped out at Pequea Creek campground, which was just south of Lancaster.
Well, here we find ourselves. Notice I changed that up from, well, here we are. Anyway, we find ourselves in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in Amish country. And I'm just, pointing out a pretty view of some of the Amish farms here. And we're having a great time. And right down there is the little town of Intercourse, PA. Intercourse, PA. So that's an interesting name. And we find our group right there, Glenda, Jackie, and Randy. We're going into an Amish furniture place. Check that out before we go down to Intercourse. Well, here we have a bunch of yard art and bird houses and whirligigs and front porch chairs. So this is very, very nice stuff. Yep, very nice. Oh, wishing wells too. Okay, so we're coming into the little village of Intercourse. Oh, look, we get to watch horse and buggies. Very cool. Oh, this one's gonna ruin my Intercourse picture. I guess I'm gonna have to go faster. I'll go faster. Very cool. Okay, there's Intercourse.
We saw quite a few buggies in the little village of Intercourse, and we saw even more of them as we drove out the farm roads to actually look at the Amish farms.
Then we met up with an old friend from high school that now lives nearby, Barbara Garcia, and she took us on a tour of her own favorite places to see and a couple touristy places as well. First stop was the Intercourse sign and Kodak moment. Each couple had to get a picture in the giant chair in front of the Intercourse sign. We visited a gift shop or two where I was able to get a picture of the t-shirt explaining where Intercourse actually is located. Then she drove us to an ice cream shop that was way out of town on the actual dairy where they got the cream and made the ice cream. That was kinda neat. It's sort of a local secret, as most of the tourists go to the ice cream shop in town.
This is the ice cream shop on the farm, and we're gonna probably have to have a bite of ice cream. So Barbara, our private tour guide, took us to this Amish Mennonite actually farm. It's the Lapp family farm, or one of them. And here they have the ice cream shop. There's a drive up here too, a drive up window. And so we're eating our little cup of ice cream. And then right down there's a little petting farm. So we're gonna just walk down there because we need to walk off the ice cream and the lunch. But anyway, thank you to Barbara Evans for, doing the tour guide thing. That's really special. Gorgeous day here in Intercourse, PA.
After ice cream, she took us to the specialty popcorn shop. Of course, because they grow a lot of corn in that area, there is a popcorn shop with all kinds of flavors. While there, Grandpa tried his luck at the Pop Shot game and won. Randy was quick to point out that it cost me $1 to play the game, and my prize was a .59-cent chocolate-dipped Oreo cookie.
The last thing that we got to do in the Lancaster area was to go tour an actual Amish farm and a traditional house, which was fun and kind of pretty informative. Those people are really ingenious when it comes to living without electricity and lots of what we consider modern conveniences. But the big thing was that we got to go on a bus ride out to a actual Amish family's farm and have dinner with them, which after that, then we got to look around at their farm and so forth. There's no pictures or video allowed out there on the actual dinner, but which was really good, by the way. And after that, we did get some video of their barns and the farm and of their of their home, which was really nice and big. And that was a neat experience. And I actually encourage anybody that visits Amish Country to go out and do something very similar to that. It was really a great experience.
Okay, we're at the Amish farm tour, and they've got quite a few displays here. And this one is a water wheel. Comes off the little stream here, and the water comes through there. You can see, and it's turning the water wheel, and it runs the crank up and down that is pulling a wire that goes all the way up to the house, where there's another water pump on a well. I'll show that to you here in a minute, but this is the Amish farm. Of course, they've got the play yard for the kids, and they've got petting zoo up here, and they've got real sheep, and there's a cow over there someplace. Just saw him a minute ago. And then and we're gonna go through the house in a second, and then maybe this barn up here. Very kind of cool. They have their aviary here with their peafowl, and then there's chickens in here, and tons and tons of chickens, because you gotta have lots and lots of eggs. Hey there, Rhode Island Reds, among others. Yeah, look at all the eggs in there. Wait, find a way to focus. See the eggs in the laying bins? Yep, very cool. That wire I showed you from the water wheel down there comes up here, and it's just going back and forth still, and it's headed up there to the water pump. And here, finally at the end of the cable, is the crank that's going up and down, and it's pumping water. Well, there's no water coming out of it because it's just a display, but it goes up and down, pumping the handle on the well, and water would come out of there. Very cool.
There was a blacksmith shop on the farm, and Randy and I spoke to the blacksmith a bit about the things he was making and how blacksmithing was and is an essential skill needed on any farm, especially those that don't use electricity.
just got finished with dinner at the Amish farmhouse, and this is the family's home, and he has a 55-acre farm. This is the back half of it where they're grazing some sheep, and sheep it looks like. And out in the front area, he's got the vegetable farm. They're growing vegetables. Look like a lot of squash. There's corn, of course, and some other crops that I didn't recognize. But he told us to take a look around. The silos are just amazing around here, and they hold all the corn and feed that they're going to use for the dairy cattle that most all the farms have.
And of course, you cannot go to Pennsylvania without getting to see some covered bridges, and we got to see quite a few.